Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just crafting up the last couple Argentia seeds that I'm gonna run for now. And I just realized I forgot blocks of silver so they can actually grow. And I filled out this little corner and I realized I actually had covered up these corners were actually they're you can use these, and I had it covered up. I didn't realize that. But yeah, that one didn't realize was there. I went ahead and fixed it. Is it this one? Yeah. So just kind of seeing how these crops go, and they're definitely not fast growers. That's for sure. I can't really get them to grow any faster though, because then it starts turning into like a weed and it becomes just like a big old issue. But as we can see, I placed the crop stick down and then put the thing on it, and it's already been fertilized and watered. So it doesn't like disappear. If you place it down on an empty crop, it could be like, oh, it's not getting enough nutrients, or it's not watery enough for my stats, and then it dies. I think that happens more on the higher tiers. So yeah, there is that. The nice thing about it is when it harvests, it only goes down to stage 3. So once all these kind of grow up, and yeah, when they we might be getting a okay amount. I don't know how much we're gonna get from this, to be honest. I think you need a whole heck of a lot of them because they are so slow. But I'm gonna try this out and see. Now, I don't. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I've actually tried using a world accelerate on them. I have a feeling it won't work, but I don't know. That would be kind of cool. I don't have that thing on me. Come on. The cropalizer or whatever it's called, because then it'll kind of show you. Oh, there's that. I was looking for that. I have some of those as well. Yeah, I'm just kind of leaving some of this stuff so it's not clogging up my inventory. And I have like, oh, Minotaur Axe. I didn't even know I had some of this stuff in there. But if you use the cropalizer on that crop, like if you use a portable scanner, it'll give you a bunch of information about it, but the cropalizer gives you like the growth. And by the way, if you run over these, you have a chance of breaking them, so I always go down to just regular movement as opposed to sprinting like I usually do. All right, so if we look at the gives you the tier and everything, but if we right click it with this, it tells you the growth points. So it's tier 3 or stage 3, I guess, is 1400 points, and you could see it going up. It's 150 out of 1400. Now it's 186, and I'm pretty sure that growth is what determines how much it adds to the growth points. So there we go. It jumped up to what? Almost 40 there, 30 something, 34-ish. But yeah, that's kind of how those work. And each plant has different amounts. So we got Terra Wart here. That's stage 1 is 1,000. This one's only 225, so this is why this is so much faster. And like reeds, yeah, 200. Although that is a full thing. Come on. Chop it down. There we go. Yeah, so 200. So the whole thing for reeds is like 600, it looks like, and just one tier this is 1400. So we can kind of see how these crops work. But with that in mind, since we got that set up, and I throw these in here, I think. I'll get rid of that because I'm not planting anymore. And the other thing, I seem to like every once in a while start running out of tin cans, and I have no idea how that is happening. Yeah, I only have... It's so weird. They seem to be like, it's eating the tin cans or something, because I put 2 stacks of tin cans in there, and now I don't even have enough for 1 stack. So something is a bit funny there. Yeah, so one of those, so it's a 3 to 3, so I should get 3 out of that. And then I should get the tin cans back, and I just put them all back in the A system. I don't know where they're disappearing. It's a bit odd. That I don't know. But yeah, so we got our silver going here. Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to be able to see. Oh wait, it's Argentine. That's right. It's not silver dust. It's the leaves. All right, so we have 424 leaves actually. That's way more than I realized. What we do need is an extractor. Do I want to keep... glowstone, glowstone, glowstone. You know what? I'm gonna turn that off, and we can just, we'll let the glow flowers fill up, and then if we do need it, I will that. But basically, well, yeah, I'm gonna put it on there so we get the tiny piles. I think that is probably best. I don't... This seems a bit counterproductive, I feel like. And then you could also add it to the crushed and get you 4 times it, but I think just putting the extractor is easiest. But actually, I'm gonna leave that for now and just kind of see how fast we build up the Argentia leaves, I think. Yeah, just to kind of see what's going on with my the net gain on that. But as we can see, we're up to 24,000 piles of neutronium. We're slowly working our way up to the top of my list here. I guess I'm gonna need all these processed, so might as well throw it in here. Get that going so it processes all those. So next thing I want to do, I'm thinking I'm gonna switch to tin plasma, I think, just so I can run some more of these turbines. And this breaks every time I exit the world. A bit annoying. They are quite buggy, those things. I like them, but man, are they a bit buggy. Look at that. You can't even see it if you go. Really? You were like 2 inches away from me and you fell. Basically, I just... Oh, that's not what I want to do. There we go. I just have to keep doing that every time I log out of the world. Oh well. So yeah, I want to change to helium plasma, I think. So I think what we're going to do, I'm not using this one. I think this will be the output for the tin plasma, and then I will kind of do the same and just pull it out into into those pipes. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Only problem with that is the way I have this set up, I need helium plasma going in there. So I probably want, how do I want to do this? Let me turn this off. I think we'll just let that empty out the deuterium. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, like face it up into a tank. And then I guess I could probably move this down, I think. Yeah, I still kind of want to connect it to this, but I want to have it so I can like toggle it in case it is needed. But I like if I run out of silver or something like that, I want to be able to use helium plasma if it's needed. But yeah, having it there. I mean, in theory, I could just disconnect it. Like that. So basically, it's just, yeah, why don't I just do that for now, I think. And then connect this. All right, so I think that's what we'll do. All right, so I need to craft up a tank here. That is definitely not where I wanted that to go. I guess to kind of like right there. Yeah, and then we'll have a pump. Yeah, that's kind of what I think we'll do. And then if I need to turn it on, I can always just go click right there and connect it. The cool thing would be to have like a switch. I could even do it like wirelessly. That would be the cool thing to do, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna get into that. All right, let me craft up a tank. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is pull out this helium plasma, I think, and replace it with a smaller tank, and then I will use this one for the tin plasma. I think that's what we'll do. All right, and next thing we need is I need to get another extractor here for the silver. Now I probably want to do this on a separate one from what I have underneath. I mean, I could just add another thing on the end or something like that, but yeah. The problem with the filters from Gregtech, and I know Ender.io filters are much better. You kind of need to do it like in a line. Because if there's multiple fluids going through, you need to block the one fluid you want to branch off, and then you need a filter on that, so only that can go down there. Because if you don't have this filter, then part of it will go this way and part of it will go that way. Just the way Gregtech pipes work. I believe like if there's a branch, it'll send like a portion that way and a portion that way, depending on the size. I think it's going to be even because the pipes are the same, but if I had like a big pipe here and then a small one here and a big one there, more would go this way, but it would still it'd still send one to the next one if I don't have it blocked off. So yeah, it looks a bit silly, but yeah, you have to kind of have it branching off one line if you're going to do multiple fluids. Yeah. I don't really know another way I could do it if... Yeah, I don't think so. Because say if I branched it off here, like, there's no way... If I could put more than one filter on the Gregtech filters, that would be perfect. But they can only accept one filter. So that definitely causes a bit of an issue. Anyway, let me kind of figure out how I want to do this. Probably going to do another fluid extractor like here or something. Looks like I need to do LUV. Yeah, just somewhere where I can easily toggle it if I need to stop creating the tin plasma. And then let me get a new tank. I'll move this stuff, I think. So let me be back in a second. And there is less of this for the fluid extractor. And I need some silver ingot. And I guess, yeah, an export bus. That'll probably be good. I may need some more pipes. Let me craft 10 more of those up. So, yeah, I guess we'll just... How many? This outputs... Yeah, we have plenty. So, that right there. And I need a couple of the HSS cables here. So that is importing, or exporting, I should say. There's power. All right, it's turned on. I do need a... Definitely need a muffler on that. Let's just make a whole bunch. I guess we'll just do... I guess we need to get it up here, I guess. This is gonna be a bit awkward, but I guess do it like this. Right? Yeah. All right, and then I need to I think, yeah, we're good. Why don't we just do that? And I think it'll turn on. Yeah, there it goes. Although I don't know where that is. All right, so that's a thing. Change blends. Turn this off. I thought I had the... Could have sworn I had this set to helium plasma. Why don't I... Let's see if that works. I don't know if that will like block it. And then should I? Yeah, I don't really want to fix it right this second, but let's see. Where is it outputting now? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. I have a whole bunch of outputs and yeah, I didn't think about that. Could be outputting anywhere. All right, I need to get this kind of sorted out and figure out where it is outputting. Where is this thing outputting? Right? It is. Is it outputting into pipes? Nope. Am I blind? Where the heck is this outputting? Alright, I need to figure out what this is. I have no idea where that is outputting. Is it voiding? It may be voiding. Is that what it's doing? There we go. It must have been out. It was voiding it. Did I... Maybe I turned off all the... Maybe I locked them all, and I don't remember. But I guess we'll... Yeah, well, that's locked now, right? Yeah, it's locked to Tin Plaza. Alright, well, there we go. So we kind of just voided a whole bunch, unfortunately. But, alright, so there's the Tin Plasma. Alright, I reconnected this. So... So it was running while I was getting this crafted up. So let me kind of, I guess... Yeah, I gotta drain all these, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, that's gonna take me a second. I gotta drain all these of helium plasma. Because, as we can see, it goes all the way down to the end. Yeah. Alright, let me get this all, I guess, cleared out here, and, yeah, we'll come back. Alright, I got all the pipes emptied out of the helium plasma. Actually, this side was actually emptied out because this just burned it all up, and then eventually they stopped. But one thing I realized that I had kind of forgotten about is the output. So helium plasma obviously turns into helium, and tin plasma, unsurprisingly, will turn into tin. Molten tin, so I'm kind of debating what I want to do here. And do I want to... Obviously we have to empty out this line of helium. I'm trying to figure out if I want to turn all the stuff into tin ingots. I don't know if is that really going to be necessary? Like, I have 15,000 tin here. And this is just going to continue, like, we'll just craft more and more. I mean, do I really need hundreds of thousands of ingots of tin? I don't really know the answer to that. But I don't like wasting stuff, so I think, oh man, we're just short being able to do that. Oh well. That is plenty of helium, I think. I don't know if we're gonna need much more of that. So I think... I'm just gonna put that there for the tin for now. I don't remember if this has... Does this have a thing on it? It does have a thing on it. Alright, I'll change that when we get the molten tin in there. And I don't want this running continuously. See, the thing is, I don't want like molten tin to go in here and then immediately get pulled out into the AA system and then sent to a fluid solidifier, because that will cause major frame rate issues if you're doing little tiny amounts constantly. And this is never really going to turn off for the most part. Always, one of these is always going to be kind of running. So that is definitely not what I want this to do. I'm thinking maybe instead of having the thing there, maybe pumping it out into a fluid solidifier. I don't really have a decent solidifier. These are IV. I only had a LUV one on me, so I don't think I'm going to do it quite yet. Yeah, why don't... I think for now I'm going to break this down and actually just pull that off. And I don't really know where I'm going to put this. This is kind of why I want to have a whole building just of fluids set up. But again, you start getting into an issue when you're pulling out fluids into the AE system and then exporting it all over the base using AE can get pretty pretty bad for the frame rate. So I think I'm just, for now, until I figure out what I'm going to do with it, we'll put that there because there are a couple things that need helium. The nice thing is, though, the helium isn't really, I don't use this in the blast furnace anymore. This has basically been replaced with, except for, there's quite a few of these, I don't know. But I've replaced most of these with that argon, not argon, radon, with the way the new kind of gases work. But all right, so that's just gonna, we'll leave that there, and I can access that if needed. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'll probably just craft up one. I don't know. I do have a pump here if needed. I could throw that on there and pipe it out. I think we'll just kind of leave that for now, and then because it's going to take quite a long time before it fills up with that. All right, so let me I guess auto up with that. Should fill this up, and let me pull that out. A little bit in there. I think it was stopping it. Yeah. I put some deuterium in there, so I locked this to helium plasma. So, all right, there we go. There is tin plasma going in there. Now, last little thing here is I need to adjust this. These, what did I think it was 3? Did I say 3? I think I said 3. This side. And let's, I'm just, well, turn that down to 3. And yeah, I guess we can just start pumping this out. So connect that. And then this will just all fill up. Yes. Actually, I want to, let's disconnect all these. Because I haven't sorted out what they need to be yet. And I don't even think, didn't I? Yeah, I melted down all those turbines. Anyway, so import. And I think there's about 100,000 in these pipes. There are 6,000 millibuckets each. I think it's about 100,000 for the whole thing. So, yeah. All right, so there we go. This is running. Should see it get up to about, I forget what it was. It's just a little bit more actually than what I was getting with the helium plasma. The output. All right, so both of these actually turned on. I think it will get up to, when it finally spins up, about 1.2, just a little over what I was getting. But there we go. And there is the molten tin. So this is what I got to figure out. So we only have 2 turbines running. And as we can see, we're getting about, what is that? An ingot a second? I mean, that's, yeah, I don't know what to do with all that tin. I mean, there are like these tin singularities from Everija or whatever. But I don't know if, I mean, this requires 30, but am I ever really going to need this? I don't think I'm ever going to be able to have to craft this up, to be honest. I could be wrong, though. So that's used in this, that's used in this. This is basically, well, that's a thing. If I ever want to do an infinity chest, which I don't know if I am. I mean, this is insanely expensive. Like, insanely expensive. And is it even necessary? I know it can still hold, like, huge amounts. Isn't it, like, max limit for 243 items? But I don't know. We don't need these because there's an alternate recipe. Yeah, so basically the only reason I would need a tin thing is it looks like it's that. Yeah, there's no other, like, I don't have any other recipes for it. Yeah, and since we don't need to do that, I don't know. I just don't like wasting resources. So I feel like not turning this into tin ingots kind of like hurts me. So I'll figure out what I want to do. I'll probably... Yeah, the other thing is I don't like just pumping stuff into the A system infinity. Like, I like to have something like that stored in a separate kind of container. Just because the drives, I just don't want to fill up drives with stuff that I'm never going to use. But yeah, maybe it's back on the chest. Isn't there like super chests or something like that? Maybe that's something I could just pump it all into. I mean, these quantum chests are absolutely massive. And they're actually not, I mean, that's 129 million. And it only uses some, it's LUV. I don't know, maybe I'll do that and craft up new solidifier. I don't know. I was kind of hope the IV would work, I think, best for that. I don't know. I'll have to kind of decide what to do with this. Yeah, that is. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think. Ooh, it is completely emptied that out. Where are we up to? Yeah, it's going to take a while to fill everything up. As we can see, it's about there. Yeah, we're almost filling up to about there. But we are getting a surplus of tin, so I can definitely go ahead and craft up 2 more of those UV dynamo hatches, I think. UHV dynamos. I think it is time to do that. These aren't that bad. It's just, those are a bit annoying, but you only need 2. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that in between episodes and get more of these. I'm probably not going to do these yet. We'll upgrade those in the very end, I think. So when we get the infinity turbines, we'll upgrade all these, so I have 8 of them running. But yeah, I think that's pretty good place to end today. A pretty good upgrade here for the turbines. And maybe one day we will upgrade to Americium plasma. That would be kind of fun. But I'll have to kind of look into that. If we can get an easy renewable source of the Americium plasma, that is something. Molten plutonium 241. If I can find like a good infinite resource of that, maybe we'll look into that. But I believe the update, the new update is out. So next episode we'll look into what the new update has fixed. Finally, I think we can get the circuit machine. All these circuit assembly machines should be fixed in the new update, so we'll get those imprinted and we can check out how those work, because it is a bit of a pain having to cheat in the circuits and delete all the ingredients for that. But anyway, that's be it for this episode. So thanks for watching and have a good one.